Then in.
Still, what can we do?
Love it.
Still
We got here Turkish from Turkish London. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Can't complain.
Good to see you. And we got my guy Lewis from Blues Fans TV. You okay?
Yeah, life's good.
Life's good, yeah? You winning the league?
Maybe. Never know.
Look at you!
It's a long season, isn't it?
And then you've got Craig. Oh, how you doing, bro? You
I'm
good?
good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Good to see you again. You know, last time I saw you, I think Arsenal beat you in the FA Cup final, but I digress.
Yeah.
Before we go forward, this show is sponsored by Nerf Blaster. Make sure you check out the link in the description to find out more. Okay, does Robbie still think that Willian is better than Ziyech? Does he?
Oh, man. You know what, right? Man. These man took it out of context. And I see these two in particular, on my case videos. You think I ain't seen that? You think I ain't seen it? I've seen it, man, but it was kind of taken out of context a bit. How
was it taken out of context?
Now, what it is, at the start of the season, I said that we don't know yet if Ziyech is going to be better than Willian, because Willian's, you know, Premier League ready. He's played in the Premier League. He'd had a good season last year at Chelsea. They wanted to keep him. Remember, you did want to keep him. You didn't want to get rid of him.
Only for 2 years.
Yeah,
but you wanted to keep him.
Yeah.
The sticking point was on the contract extension, but I've been proved wrong. I have to admit it.
Yeah.
Right, there's nothing I can say. You know what I mean? Ziyech has done very well for them. He's looked a baller. You know, he was a baller at Ajax, but you know he's hit the ground running. And Willian hasn't even hit the ground. You know what I mean? He's been. I mean, I don't know what they sent us, man. That's not Willian.
He's hit Rosette. He's hit Rosette a few times.
Because he wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad when he was.
That was Willian searching for a contract. I've seen the same thing from Adebayor time and time again for other clubs. I wasn't getting fooled by that. Big question I want to ask: how good did you think Willian was?
Wait. That's the next question. Before we jump onto that, Craigo, let us know. Do you think, you know what I mean, Willian, does Robbie still think that Willian is better than Ziyech? What do you reckon?
For what, 3-year contract? How much you paying him a week?
No, listen, man.
2 something, innit?
He's not worth. Listen, when we first got him, when we first got Willian, I didn't want Willian. When I saw that going through, I was like, yo, why are we signing another? First of all, why are we getting another player from Chelsea? That was my first thing. Why?
That's worked out brilliantly well, hasn't it, in the past?
The second thing was, you know, I looked at his age and then I looked at the length of the contract. Okay, it just don't make sense. But you know what we're like as fans? You then start to say to yourself, all right, I don't want to be too negative. Let me start looking at the pluses. He had a good season for them last year. They wanted to give him a new contract. They didn't exactly want to get rid of him. They wanted to give him a new deal.
Contract.
He's, as I said, he's Premier League experience. Maybe, you know, he can come and do a job. He's played against us many a times and looked good.
And you know,
I was like,
the first couple of games he was decent as well.
Yeah, I remember the game against Fulham. He looked good and that, but then, boy, has he been bad, man. I mean, since then, I've just been shocked at how bad he's been. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I don't know what it is, man, but he's been worse. He's been beyond bad. I just can't get my head around how bad he's been. You know what I mean? Because as I said, I've seen him over the years for Chelsea. Every time we played Chelsea, he's playing, I was like, you've got to mark him. You've got to be on him.
Yeah.
Dangerous player, can create. I don't know, are we playing him in the wrong position?
But we tried him behind as a number 10. That didn't work either. Turkish. Listen, this guy, God, that's not what he thinks. I've been watching your shows, Turkish, and it's a madness at the moment.
Yeah, I get it though. As a fan, you want to look at the positives, you know. So everyone was, you know, a bit weary of the Willian deal, I think. But once it was over the line, you want to look at the positives. You try to look at his leadership at Chelsea. You try to look at his productivity in spurts. You try to make the best out of a bad situation. But the main difference is that his heart isn't at Arsenal. His heart was at Chelsea. His heart was at Chelsea. So at the bare minimum, if you don't get the productivity, you get the determination, the application, the passion, the 100% work rate. At us, you don't get that because he doesn't care about us as much as them lot.
I think his heart's in his wallet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was going to say that. This guy's only caring about Babo right now, his restaurant with David Luiz. That's the only reason why he wanted to stay in London.
Oh, is he part of that restaurant?
Yeah, that's his. He wanted to stay in London, keep his family there, keep himself close to his business. And I can't lie, you lot gave him the option to do that. And that's why he stayed.
I'm due to visit it still.
What restaurant is that? Let me get my phone out.
That's the date, you know what I mean?
Yo, you're forgetting tier 4.
Yeah. Once tier 4's done. Yeah, okay. So, and yeah, carry on. Sorry, Turkish, you were saying?
No more needs to be said, really. Even I expected a bit of a better first season. I always knew the 3 years would be too much. If they're not offering one of their, you know, club legends And I say he's a club legend because he's 7 years. He's
Cult
he's been
hero,
through a
maybe,
few-
not a club legend.
See how they dump him now.
It's a bit mad, yeah, it's
They
a
were
bit
bigging
mad.
him up
But
before.
he's got a couple titles
We've
with you.
wanted
lot.
Willian gone for years. I can't lie. I've never seen Chelsea fans celebrate a transfer out of the club the way they celebrated Willian.
So why were you trying to give him a new deal then?
I didn't want him to have that new deal. I wanted him gone. Like, it's a madness that you lot picked him up, and I'm also fair play to trying to find positives with Willian, but oh my gosh, that player, man. I'm so glad he's gone.
So didn't he have a good season for you last year though?
He was
He
chasing
had
a contract.
spurts. He had spurts that he was really good. Like, he played against Spurs, scored twice, and everyone thought he was, you know, not the next best thing and whatever. But
He was back.
Yeah, he was back and back to his best. And
Post lockdown, he had that 4-game run.
yeah,
where
he had a few games that was quite decent, but then it really come out in the FA Cup final, and then Pedro started to really come in, and obviously he got injured in the cup final, which is gutting. But a lot of people wanted one of the two experienced players to play, and I think people had kind of sided a bit more with Willian. But for the money, have him. Have him.
Well, it's free, isn't it? So.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's
We
free.
say free, but
We're still paying a lot of money for him on a weekly basis.
Yeah,
you know?
listen, but
This is
I have to just hold my hands up. I've got to take my L. As I said, I remember I was doing streams at the start of the season. Every fucking Chelsea fan, man, on my case, right? These man making videos. I see it everywhere. I was walking down the road one day, yeah, and a black cab driver pulled up. And he goes, "Oi, Robbie, Willian better than Ziyech." I was like, Jesus Christ, man. No escaping, man. You know what I mean? So, listen, sometimes you get things horribly wrong. And I got it horribly wrong. Although, what I'd say, not all, you know, some of your ones have been disappointing as well.
Havertz is a long
Havertz
game.
have been disappointing, isn't it?
Wait till that second season.
Havertz,
with Kai
this guy.
Havertz.
He has been disappointing, hasn't he?
So far, but
98, was it
80,
80, 90 million?
Wait,
Oh,
second
no,
half of the
that
season,
bad.
I guarantee his numbers are going to be 10 times better than it is now. It's always
How do you know?
10.
all of his numbers, if you check it first half of the season, second half of the season, throughout his career,
we
his
got the
numbers are
XG
10
coming out. The
times
XG
bigger.
and the
Let me tell you something.
That-
That boy is a baller. So
No, he's a-
even he is
Nah.
honestly, yeah,
He's a baller.
baller.
But
Big
he's a bit
baller.
like Pepe. He's not showing it yet.
Yeah.
He's been very, very disappointed. Yeah, I mean,
But it's-
everyone can get on me about the Willian Ziyech thing, and I hear that, right? But they've also had players that they've bought that have flopped out as well.
But their flops is not
The
completely
keeper.
the same though.
Let's have a look at that.
Yeah.
Kepa.
We'll talk about keepers.
Kepa.
Kepa's a
How much did you pay for him?
Too
And
much.
look,
Too
so
much.
it's
Yeah,
17
no,
mil.
yeah,
the
I'll give
most
you that.
expensive goalkeeper in the world, and look.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But I'll
at
tell you
least we've got
what,
Willian when he played
he
him.
was done as soon as he did that thing. As soon as he, you know what I mean? As soon as he didn't want to get subbed, he was done. People like Frank Lampard, they don't forget that in the club, you know. They do not forget that. That's a big disrespect.
Even Werner. I rate
Yes.
Werner, don't get me wrong,
Look,
before Chelsea fans get on me.
Yeah.
I do rate Werner, but you have to say you've been a bit disappointed in him so
But
far.
if that's a flop,
underwhelming.
that's a good flop so far.
No, I'm
'Cause
not
how many
saying, I'm
goals
not
has he got?
saying,
Yeah.
I think it'd be harsh to
14
say it's
goal
a flop.
contributions this season, I think.
Something
Goals,
like that.
please.
Goals about
think
6,
9 or
7,
10.
something like
4
that.
goals in the
In the
league,
league.
4 assists.
Oh, in the league,
Like
okay,
nine,
cool.
Something like that.
So
Yeah,
he's
4
just
goals.
about skating. He's
He's not been
he's not great.
what they've, you know, he's
No,
not been,
I'll give you that. Yeah.
you know, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's you know, it's easy to, and that's what I was trying to make the point that time when I was saying about Willian and Ziyech, that sometimes you get a player, if he's played in the Premier League already, he can hit the ground running. That's unfortunately we ain't had that. I think with Werner, he will come good. I hope after Boxing Day, right? But he will come good because he is a dangerous player. But from what you saw of him at Leipzig to what you see at Chelsea
not the
so
same
far,
guy.
you've got to be. Come on, man. You guys have got to be really safe.
There's only one bad thing about Werner at the moment because we've got injuries. He's having to play out wide, which is really affecting him. But I mean, when he's back in the full starting 11 and whatever, I mean, I think he's going to be an unreal player. I do really think.
Does
he's
that
one.
happen? Does that happen this weekend? Possibly.
What for full
Pulis
strength?
switches.
No, it won't be
Nah,
full
don't
strength
see
just
that.
yet. It'll be wide. It'll be wide again.
Really?
Yeah.
Another Werner left wing bleep test for 90 minutes, but
Yeah.
we move.
Against Bellerin though, probably. I think he's back, isn't he, for you?
Yeah, all right.
Well, he's been dropped the last couple,
know-
so might be making nose.
Turkish, you know the most annoying thing about it, right, is that they take one of our players in Giroud, and then the man's been their best striker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the
He's
thing.
been
that's-
exceptional.
It's the culture of the club as well. That's
Exceptional.
got a part to play. You know, the culture at Arsenal. There's not enough pressure when you go into Chelsea. There's a lot more pressure. You
Yeah,
know,
I remember
outside
checking
looking in.
Giroud saying that as well.
Oh yeah, actually, Czech said that in the last few weeks. He said it's very different, and it's all about the pressure at the club. It's very different, and that should have highlighted to us the difference. And I think that is the biggest difference between us
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
your
definitely.
ownership pressurizes. Our ownership watches. And I think hence why Willian, Ziyech. Hence why league titles in the past 10 years, FA Cups.
Even if you're talking about players hitting the ground running, Ben Chilwell, he's done exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
to be fair,
And
he
it's
has-
like the pressure's there, but he's risen up to it. Do you know what I mean? It's unfortunate that.
He had a name for himself. I think that's a very good sign. And people look down on it in the summer, but tried,
I
tested.
did. Initially, I thought, don't know.
You know the
It's
crazy
surprising.
thing, right? I was speaking to Leicester fans, right? And they were like, yeah, they can have him. He's Chilwell's can't defend and stuff like that. They were saying that. I was going, yeah. I go, every time I see him play, man, he looks a baller.
Good.
Yeah.
But they were kind of dismissing him. I don't know if that's just because they knew he was going or whatever. But yeah, when I seen him play,
Top stuff.
he's
Yeah, so far.
So I guess the question is answered. Robbie does not think that Willian is better than Ziyech. That's the most confusing.
unless Willian turns. No, I'm not even going to say
Unless he bangs
I'm
it,
not saying nothing more, man. I'm getting
Yeah,
myself into my.
I was about to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah, you know what I admit, right? All Chelsea fans out there, I take my L, right? I was wrong, horribly wrong, right?
Listen.
I'll take it.
The Don apologises. That's all you need. You know what I mean? So you don't need to stop bannering him on your channel now. You know what I mean?
Willian.
That's done.
Thank you, Willian. That's what I'm getting back to you, man.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So this has been SFD Superfan Debate Show, and don't forget this show is sponsored by Nerf Blaster. Big shout out to Robbie, AFTV, Turkish London, Lewis, Blues Fans TV, and Craig O. Big shout out to you. See you guys soon. Joe Bayer, I'm out. Peace. It's Joe Bayer here, and this is the Nerf Ultra Challenge.
Me and Eddie have got experience. We used to play this when we was younger.
I'll let the blaster do the tongs.
Wow, this guy's performing. Oh, how you going, mate? How you going? Come on, Eddie. Oh! Right, let's go. All he's got to do is blast through. All right, he's on to the next one.
So odd stuff.
Okay, look at the stance.
I've seen B holding it, he doesn't look too comfortable.
Guys, I've set the standard, so yeah.
I think it'll be tough. This is out my comfort zone.
That was wide.
This guy is dismissing us. He's doubting me and Eddie.
Eddie!
Hey!
I've known Eddie for a minute. He said you were going to be rubbish.
Me?
Yeah. My gosh.
Check the VAR. I think we'll all be terrible, but I'll be the best of the terrible.